Good morning. It's a beautiful January morning here in 2021. Yes, that's right, 2021. About 38 degrees out here this morning, but the sun coming down, there's no wind or anything. It's quite comfortable out here. In fact, I'm going to be shedding this jacket in a few minutes. But what I came out here to do today is review, for the first time, a Taurus TX22. This is a new pistol that I just purchased. There's a lot of reviews out on it. I did a lot of research on it before I bought it. And consistently, this gun is, if you'd bought it if you'd bought it a year ago, you could have got some really good deals on it. Right now, deals are not real plentiful on guns because there's such a short supply of them. But this gun, I bought this gun at Academy Sports in July of 2021. Bought it for $299.99. Consistently, the reviews on this gun through very trusted reviewers online and a lot of the bigger gun channels have reviewed this gun right at the top of the heap of some of the most popular name brands out there insofar as their newest 22 pistols. I'm going to see if that holds true with mine this morning. I'm going to be shooting quite a bit of ammo here. Unlike some of the reviews I've done lately, I'm going to be shooting quite a bit. So I'm looking forward to shooting this one. I'm just going to show you. I'm not going to just take a long time doing the unboxing because you can see that in 100 other places. But you have a typical Taurus box. It comes with the usual debris in the box: a Taurus manual, a lifetime warranty card, a $30 off on a laser, and a NRA promo. It's got a gun lock in it, a small load assist for your 22 magazines. It's got two. Now this is where one of the things that this gun has an advantage right out of the box with a lot of the 22s that are produced for the market today is it has 16-round magazines. That's leaps and bounds ahead of everything else already. Two 16-round magazines as opposed to the standard 10-round magazine that comes with so many other of the 22 pistols on the market. It has a gun lock in there, and the TX22 has a threaded barrel if you want to put a suppressor on it. It comes in the box with a threaded cover on the barrel that makes it just look like the regular barrel that fits within the slide. You can take a small wrench, take that one off, screw this one on, and you've got a threaded suppressor holder on the front of your gun. So it does have a threaded barrel if you want it to be a threaded barrel for a suppressor. That's all there is to say about the gun, except, let me clear it right quick. No magazine in it. It is clear. Trigger's pulled. What is interesting about this gun, and what's a big advantage as far as I'm concerned, is the size of the grip. This is I brought my Glock 23 out here just to compare the size of them. If you look down the top of these guns, they're shaped a little bit differently. This is beveled on both sides. There's not much difference in the size of them as far as the width and length of the guns. What there is a big difference in is in the length of the grip. It's about an inch longer on this 22 than it is on this Taurus 22 pistol than it is on this 40 caliber Glock pistol. That's a huge advantage as far as I'm concerned, because anybody that watches my videos, the training and my videos and articles about concealed carry, I always tell people go for something you get a good grip on. And this has got an excellent grip along with those 16-round magazines. So that's a big advantage going in. I have not shot the gun yet though. Like so many other guns that I bring out, if they're out here for the first time, is you're going to get to see it right out of the box. You're going to see the same thing I am. So I'm going to go out here real close to a target first and just kind of get acclimated to the gun shooting, and then I'll be shooting some steel and just having some fun with it. So you come along with me now, and let's see how this gun performs. If it performs as well for me as it had for so many other reviewers out there that are reviewing this gun and have made it so popular already. Let's go shoot the TX22. By the way, just a minute ago I showed you how it looked up next to a Glock, the similarities in length and width. This is a Black Hawk Serpa holster, and it fits this holster perfectly. For range work out here, fits it perfectly, comes out of the holster nice, slides in, holsters up nice, clicks in place, and it covers the trigger guard completely on this holster. I have several other holsters at home that fit Glocks. It works in a couple of others pretty well. There's 2 or 3 others it won't fit at all. So you just got, if you're thinking about this gun, you have 9mm and 40 caliber Glocks, you might want to check your holsters with it before you buy another holster for it. So just want to let you have that little bit of information. Now I'm going to go shoot it. On the first go around here, I've got it loaded up, one magazine with 15 rounds, and I'm gonna. By the way, it does, and they do have it does have adjustable sights. The rear sight is adjustable for both windage and elevation. So don't know how that's gonna play out. We'll see how it works. But anyway, I got 15 rounds in it to start with. I'm gonna shoot real close to this target right here, and just to see where I am as far as being on target. I can see where we are already without doing any more shooting than that. I'm gonna hit the elevation screw and dial it up a couple notches, and that should straighten this out. Okay, slight elevation adjustment made. See what it did. And it locked open nicely on the last round. Here's what the initial test looks like up close. It looks like the gun's got it going on there, so we'll move back a little bit and keep going. I'm hanging at about the same distance here, shooting at one of the corner squares on that target right there. Shooting those all pretty fast. Looks like it's good to go. I'm gonna scoot back some now and see what I can do with it. I'm gonna move the silhouette target up here and shoot at the head of that while still using this top one here to do some other stuff. I'm gonna load both magazines this time and see what I can do with it. So far the gun is performing admirably. I started out with I did about 2.5 magazines with Browning Performance, 40 grain ammo. Then I went to Remington Golden bullets, which are a notorious block of bullets that come in 500 and something round boxes. One of the most popular plinking ammos around. And then I'm using now Remington Thunderbolt. These are lead round nose bullets. I got 2 magazines loaded up. This is not exactly what you call premium ammo, so we'll see how it performs with this, along with practicing some more shooting with it. So here we go, we'll see what happens. This time what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the camera off me. I'm gonna put it up here where I can point it at the target so you can see where it's hitting this time. 16 rounds of lead round nose with no failures. Gun's showing a lot of promise. No failures with any of these kinds of ammo. I'm gonna try one more kind of ammo on this target right here, and I'm gonna start shooting some steel with it. So see what happens here. Something I wanted to do here just before I shoot at this shoot at this target again. I'm gonna try to see if I can make the gun fail. This is something called High Score Supersonic. This stuff is at least, see if I can get it, make sure I got it on the camera here where the camera can see it. This stuff is at least 30 years old. Lead round nose ammo, about 30 years old or maybe even older. So I'm going to take this, load it up, and see, and shoot at this target one more time at this target, and see if the gun will fail. Some of these bullets are so old, with that box I just showed you, some of them are so old they actually had corrosion on them that was coming off as I put them in the magazine. So I'm gonna see if the gun fails somewhere in this magazine. I'm not gonna hold it against the gun. This will be an ammo issue. We're gonna see if the gun will run with this stuff in it. If it will, I'll run with anything. So here we go. I'm gonna keep the gun on. I'm gonna keep the camera on me this time too, just because the issue this time is, will the gun run? There's one that didn't make it through. I don't know what happened with that one round. The trigger just stuck. It wouldn't pull. The slide wasn't open. I just racked the slide, it threw that round out, and it went on and shot the rest of them. So it didn't misfire any of them. It didn't fail to feed anything. Just on that one, pulling the trigger, it wouldn't do it. Some of those bullet noses were flattened off. They had corrosion on them, but it essentially shot that whole magazine. And even with that, I'll show you what it did here. With that mess that I just shot, that I just showed you there, just shot, even with corrosion on those bullets, that's where they landed right there. I would say the gun performs admirably. Now I'm going to load it up. And I'm going to head out there. I'm going to head out there to have some fun with it now. Let's see what it does on some steel. And away we go. Go down this time. Headshot. Headshot. Last couple. Loudest gong. Let's go talk about it. So in any range setting where there are any rules, this is about as much fun as you can have with a handgun right here. I'd like to stand here and shoot this all day. I've just gone through about 180 rounds. You saw most of it. You didn't see all of it. I've shot a few other extra ones around here. But about 180 rounds. Shot it with 5 different kinds of ammo. I'll show you up close here in just a second. The gun performed as well as any 22 pistol, well, actually better than most any 22 pistol I've ever had out on range, considering what I was putting through it. It had a couple of failures to feed where it affected the slide. In other words, the slide was open about that far. I had to rack the slide, dump the round, and go ahead and shoot. Each time it cleared. One time I had to drop the magazine out, dump the round, and kept on shooting. Otherwise, it just kept on firing. There were a couple times, and this may have been, it actually very likely was, ammo related. I don't, for those of you that have watched me review guns, I hardly ever blame ammo in center fire ammo for anything going wrong. It's generally the gun that doesn't have tolerances or whatever. In the cases of 22, anybody that owns 22s and shot 22 pistols for a long time knows they are infamously undependable, and the ammo is just about as undependable as the guns are. When you get to this level right here, where you go through that many rounds shooting it like I was and shooting it fast like I was right there, and have as few failures with as many different kinds of ammo as I had right here, you got a winner on your hands. That's all there is to it. That's in shooting the gun the amount I have out here today. I see why all these reviews have come back so positive and why they like the gun so much, and how these have been chosen over the biggest name brands in the industry by a whole lot of very dependable sources of gun reviews. One thing I did find out about it is loading the magazine, and again, 16 round magazines in a 22 pistol is a big deal. So keep that in mind when you go looking for a 22. Like most 22 magazines, they've got these little pegs on the side where you can take your fingers and pull the spring down while you're loading the 22 in. That's about the worst one I've ever seen right there. The peg is on both sides where you can grab it, but it's cut flush with the magazine. It doesn't stick out, so you're having to squeeze in on it the entire time you're trying to hold that spring down. It's really difficult. What I ended up doing was just loading it like I do a regular centerfire magazine, or you can use the little load assist that came with it, though you have to kind of get into a rhythm of doing it a particular way. I use that too. That's not a deal breaker. That's just a minor inconvenience right there. The way the gun performed, the way that I can get a full grip on it, I grip this just like I do my Glock. The size of the gun, in looking at the gun when I first got it, I thought, how can these 22 rounds dependably cycle this? They did it, and they did it over and over and over again through 180 rounds, other than a couple that had a little malfunction there. So the Taurus TX22, 180 rounds, multiple types of ammo. That's about as good as it gets right there in a 22 pistol. So I'll be shooting it a lot more, but as far as the initial review goes, you just saw how the gun works. You saw it operate. You saw it operate with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different kinds of ammo, including some ammo over there that was about at least 30 years old. Taurus TX22, hope you enjoyed the review. Hope it helps you if you're trying to make a decision on what to buy right now. And I hope it helps you make a decision to scoop together whatever you can get and get out to the range and shoot whatever you got, even if it's a BB gun. Because in these times, it's critical that gun owners show up out in public with their guns, and that we're ready to represent the firearms community and what our Constitution stands for in this nation. Mark Rogers, and I will see you again very soon in another Christian gun owner video.